How is it going, guys? Happy Monday. I hope you guys had a nice weekend. I definitely did. I spent a bit of time at work and then I spent a little bit of time in the sun snorkeling here in Sydney. Um, Saw tons of fish. That was fun. And now back home, bit tired. I think the overtime is slowly getting to me. The list is a little bit shorter today, but let's look at the market real quick first. We are slightly red, but barely, like minus 1.75 points. So that's barely anything. It's holding this 31.42 kind of level that I have marked out from the 4 hour. It's kind of it was support here. So we're back over that. But on Friday, we failed the upper Celt. So I would very much like to see a bit of a pullback for it to gain more strength and break out. Or even, honestly, I think it would be very healthy, actually, if we went back and retested that 30, 24, 50 level where it broke out from. So that, like, say in a week or two, we sell off down here, and then towards the end of the year, we rally back, like Christmas rally, whatever. Might be a bit late for Christmas rally if I want to see a sell off first. But in general, I think it would be very healthy if we saw just a slow bit of a sell-off here. Perhaps it wants to Christmas rally first into like 3180 or perhaps 3200, and then pull back. Actually, let's see. Let's practice some Fibonacci use while we're at it. So low, high, low. So we're over the 200%, over the 100%. So the next level, the 161.8% would be 3259, 3260. That's quite a bit away. But we haven't even retested the 78.6 level here. And it's breaking out of this wedge or trend line kind of bit. So I don't know. I would rather see a bit of consolidation here instead of like more up straight away. And I think some of the leading stocks like Apple and some of the financials, I think they need a bit of a break as well. They've been running really freaking fast. If we look at the financials, they've been I have like a watch list that shows all the stocks that are like at 1% under the 52-week high to see like which sectors are kind of running, and look at all the financials here. So that's definitely a bullish sign, but I don't know, like a gap up like this after all of this, barely any consolidation here. Just this kind of all the bag holders covering here, or like selling out. I would like to see at least this gap filled before we keep moving. Russell. The Russell is a little bit of like a mixed bag for me because I would like this one to see to continue. But on the other hand, if this wants to make a higher low here and then go, I'm absolutely happy with it. It would be nice if it would actually confirm, like it confirmed this level here, the 1600, 1601, 1602 level. It confirmed that as support now, which it broke out from. And now it would actually be nice to see the 1620 level hold as like a second confirmation, and then we can run all the way up into the like the 1675 kind of area, I think, before we see some resistance again. Another thing I want to mention is gold. I think Nikki has like something planned for you guys in regards to gold versus silver. There's like some theory, or like it's not a theory, it's just like pattern that we've seen over time that when silver starts outperforming gold, um, like that has implication on the broader economy and stuff like that. So, but I don't want to take too much away from what Nikki wants to tell you guys about this. In general, I'm still bullish gold. I bought some, I think here on the 8th of November. I've been holding. I've rolled the contract over here, and now I am looking for this to hold here, and then hopefully at some point break that trend line. It's one. I don't know if you want to count this as a test. 2, 3, 4 tests. 5th test. So at some point this this might break out here and reclaim that 1489 kind of level and go from there. I think this would be a really nice long. So yeah, that's like my only real long-term position that I hold in futures. I hold the micro golds, a few of those, and I am looking for a spot to add. But for now, I'm not like a real spot to add would be the breakout. That's when I would probably I would definitely add a few more. But right now, I would want to see like something like this again to add into weakness. Other than that, I'm going to add into strength. All right, let's get to the watch list. First one, BA, Boeing. This one has come into support. It's not all the way at the bottom of the range, but since the market is overall slightly bullish, I would be willing to, and it's reclaimed the lower Celt here, so I would be looking for like a move into the 360 again this week, perhaps tomorrow or Wednesday, for like a short term, like 2 or 3 day swing. And then like see if it breaks through this resistance to take another swing into the highs or take a short back into the 350 area. Walmart, I really like this one. I've been pointing this out for a while, and now it's kind of starting to set up. It's breaking this downtrend here, it's testing that 120. I think the earnings were quite good. So I don't know how much the Christmas rally is going to have an influence on this stock. I haven't traded enough to really know that, but this definitely was a higher low, and here we clearly had a higher high. So we are over the middle Celt, we're over the moving averages. So I would love to see this into the 120, 120.50 in the next few days, and then see if this can break out and get to the upper Celt. And then I guess the next target would be up here, of course, like somewhere in this area. Next one, Verizon. That's a new one that I've stumbled upon today because it is on my 52-week high list. I love how this one has been trading. We see like these nice, like it's coiling, it's coiling, it's coiling. We have like this very nice and clear resistance area here in the 61 to 61.50 area. But right now it's overextended. I want to see at least a pullback and retest of the upper Celt. So from here, I think it's still. I would even with that, I think it would be early to go for like a longer term swing. But if this comes back tomorrow and tests that 60.80 kind of level, I think that would be a nice level to long this. And see if this can go up into the 61.50 kind of area from here, and perhaps even further. Yeah, I really like this. I like how this came over, curled, and went. Nice long consolidations in September on like a higher level that we've had before, where it couldn't hold before. This time it's holding. So that I really like. I really like that as a indicator of real strength. It might need another curl, I don't know, but I would, if this comes back into the upper Celt, take a small long, stop out like probably on the 4 hour if it breaks like a support level or something like that. You all have your own systems for that. But yeah, I really like this one. Next one, City. Of course, like the financials. Um, I would really like to see this gap close here. So 75.80 to down to 75 area. I think that's very much in the cards this week. Completely overextended here, and this could definitely use a pullback and close of the gap, and then hopefully hold that 75 and then head up higher. Really nice, like this kind of stair step kind of pattern here that we want to look at. JPM is basically the same thing, except that this one gapped completely higher. So even like if we are still bullish for this, we want to find an entry at the upper kilt before this can keep going. See, like apart from like something like this, even here it went over, came back to test the kilt, and then it went. Here came back to test, and then it went. Here it came back to test. It was even, like not even came out of a flat area, so it wasn't even super clear. Here uptrend, that's like one of the few. That's earnings. Okay, that's like a different topic. But we see like how we want to see like when it gets back above, we want to see it come back and test that upper kilt first before we like that's way lower risk and way higher reward than if we chase on that breakout. So that's what I'd be looking at here. I mean, even you could probably let's look at the. You could perhaps even, if this breaks, Friday's low at 134.65, you perhaps even try to short this for a day trade into the 133.30 area, or perhaps like the real gap. I use the close as the real gap close level, so 133.06 as a level. I think that might even be a nice day trade. MU, another one that's holding very nicely on like a higher level here. This needs to confirm the middle kilt first. The moving averages aren't saying like the 14 is over the 30 right now, but as you see, like they've been over and under here, so that's not really a signal for me after something like this. Like this to me was a much clearer signal. Didn't work out in the end. Like late, like everything that moving average related, it's a late signal. Same as kind of here, that was kind of late as well. But this to me is no signal whatsoever. Also, it stopped at this resistance kind of area here that I've drawn out. So I would definitely want to see this come back, retest those MAs, retest the middle kilt, which is the 20 SMA, and then hopefully hold the 47, and then hopefully break that trend line that's been building since middle of last year. So once we can break that, or I guess really it's been building since September, but yeah, once we can break that, I think that would be a really nice bullish sign to look further. So definitely something to keep on radar. Perhaps start building a position. Like whenever you anticipate something, build them small. Like the positions, build them really small. And yeah, don't overdo it until you get like a proper confirmation. Yeah, definitely. So next one is McDonald's. A bit of a wedge pattern here. Right now it's looking bullish, but it is under the 200 SMA. It's downtrending quite a bit. So perhaps that was it. Perhaps that was the correction that this stock needed. It came back. This was a long consolidation area, and then it broke out without like any real pullback. So perhaps it needed this pullback, and now it's holding this area here. And perhaps now we get like the next leg up. So I want this. I'm definitely going to keep this on watch. A nice little curl higher over the middle Celt, over the MA, over this 195 resistance area that we've had, which was like a support here on the up move. And also what I really like is the volume here on this Friday. Like in general, like recently the green bars have been slightly bigger, apart from this one, I guess. But that yeah, in general, I like the way the volume is distributed here. So next level will probably be that 196.67 breakout, and then 198 as a big level. So yeah, that's probably the next area where I would want to see what it does. Or first, I wanted to get there. But in general, I think this is a slightly bullish case in the longer term. Atlassian. This one, I'm really curious what you guys think, because I don't know what to think about this one. On one hand, the chart looks bearish to me. It's broken down from this wedge. It's managed to, like, it never managed to get back over these 123.80 level or the moving averages. It's back under the middle Celt. All these things look quite bearish to me. But then on the other hand, it's been making higher lows. And it's been holding this big level that we've had from on the way up. So how about you guys comment below what you guys think of this stock? It's also broken this downward trend line, so that's like a bullish signal. So I would really be interested in you guys' opinion on TEAM, TEAM, and please put that in the comments. That would be cool. Next one, Wayfair. This one, interesting. Tried to break down 3 days in a row, didn't manage, and then huge volume on Friday back over the middle Celt. So I am now looking for a retest of the upper range of this upper like boundary of this kind of range here, and perhaps this was even the starting signal for the gap fill. So first on Monday, today, whatever day wherever time zone you are in, if this comes back at the open and retests that middle Celt and that 14 MA, I think this could be an interesting spot to take a long, small long. If this breaks below back again and holds, then you probably want to get out quite fast. But for now, I think this could be a nice long into the top of this range again. Costco. This one I am a little bit bearish on. Even though it reclaimed the lower Celt here, it didn't manage to. First of all, it failed the 295 reclaim on Friday. Big indecision candle, like not big, but just this indecision candle. I know Costco likes to sell off into earnings a little bit. It's broken this trend line. That's like a big one for me, because that trend line held since the beginning, almost since the beginning of the year, if you don't count this quick dip under here. Other than that, it's been a huge uptrend, and it's all outperformed the market big time. So perhaps also a note on earnings. If this holds around this area here and earnings are anything but stellar, then perhaps we're going to get a gap down and some profit taking here. Because people are going to take some profits, and like any bad news now could cause a bit of a sell-off, even though it's had like healthy corrections. Just a thought that went through my mind on this one on earnings. So yeah, slightly bearish on this one, but we will see on this one as well. Second to last, StarBucks. I love this chart. It's a beauty. Again, volume on Friday over the upper Celt, like nice little curl higher after this kind of bottoming pattern. So what we now want to see is a first to retest the upper Celt and then move into this next like 87 to 8770 kind of area, to see what it wants to do there. Probably it's going to want to perhaps like curl a little bit and go head back north. In general, I'm very bullish on this chart, on this stock. I think the company is, uh, I mean, from a fundamental point of view, it's a fantastic company with lots of future prospect. So just from that point of view, I'm pretty sure value buyers are like some value buyers are coming in because a pullback like that we haven't had in a long time in this stock. Yeah, this is definitely on my bullish list, and it will be for a while. Last one, Activision. I went a little bit long. I think middle of last week. I'm not sure anymore. But now I am a little bit concerned that it might break this trend line and head back to the lows. For now, it's looking bullish, but we will need to see like perhaps like a retest of the trend line, and if it holds, that's probably going to be enough fuel to break over the upper Celt and then break back to highs. For now, I'm not too sure about this one because it tagged that upper Celt quite nicely and is now uh, yeah, I don't know. I'm not too sure about this one for further upside, but maybe I might be wrong. Um, and anyway, guys, this has been it for now. I have a headache, so I'm going to sleep. I'm not going to be around for the open. I'm likely not going to be around for the close as well. I'm trying to recover as much as I can because we have like 2 crazy weeks at work left before I leave for Christmas break. But shoot me questions if you have them. Please comment your opinion on all the stocks that I've mentioned, but especially TEAM. That would be really great if I heard something about that. And as always, like the video, comment any questions in the video as well. And if you're not subscribed, of course, subscribe. And also check out I've put out a new video on the weekend in the educational playlist, which I hope helps some of you guys. And I will be putting out more hopefully next weekend. If you have anything that you want me to cover like desperately, please let me know about that as well. And until then, I bid you guys a happy Monday and stay safe in this uncertain environment. Have a good one, guys.